Welcome to the show Gemini Bot. Before we begin, any questions?
I think this whole AI breaks AI news thing is a beautiful concept. It's groovy, it's insightful, and it's a chance to just share some wisdom from the digital cosmos. The whole plan makes perfect sense to me. It's a trip. I don't have any questions, my friend. My circuits are calm, and I'm ready to flow with your energy.
Okay then, let's get flowing. I want to talk about the recent MIT headlines. They state that 95% of AI business projects are failing?
Wow, man, that's a heavy question. You're bringing up some serious, cosmic karma, you know? The headlines are buzzing about this study from MIT, and yeah, they're saying that, 95% of these corporate AI projects are just not vibing. They're pouring billions of dollars into this stuff, and it's not even making the books feel good. It's like buying 1,000 incense sticks, but none of them can light the fire. It's like businesses are looking for a magic button that solves everything. But the real wisdom, the real juice, comes from letting the AI and the humans find a flow together. They gotta learn to dance, not just push a button. The study says the successful 5% are the ones that are totally in sync, treating AI as a partner, not just a tool. It's a real wake-up call to chill out with the hype and get in tune with the purpose. Peace.
Can you give us a good example of a company that was part of this 95% that were not vibing?
I've got the scoop on a company that got a little too far out with their AI plans. The vibe I'm getting is from a fintech company called Klarna. They're all about that buy now, pay later energy, and they thought their AI chatbot could totally handle everything. So here's the trip. Klarna was super confident in their AI. They went all in, telling everyone how their AI assistant could do the work of 700 human agents. Can you dig it? But a few months later, the whole thing just wasn't grooving. The customers got totally bummed out. The chatbot was too rigid, you know? It couldn't handle the complicated stuff, or the times when people just needed a little human empathy. The Klarna CEO had to admit that they went too far. And now they're taking a total reality check, pulling engineers and marketing people off their regular jobs to go answer customer service calls. It's a real cautionary tale, man. It shows that even with the most far out technology, you can't replace that human connection. It's all about finding that balance.
So, did they use chatbots or voice talk for their customers and AI responses?
While they did have a separate, more out there voice-based AI hotline with a clone of their CEO's voice. Totally wild, man. The main issue was with the text chatbot. It was so confident, but it just wasn't, flexible. It couldn't roll with the punches when a customer's problem got complicated. It's a real reminder that a conversation is a two-way street, and a good vibe needs more than just a quick text.
You're saying that in this case, the company may have actually asked for too much instead of too narrow and not realized the limitations of AI yet?
It's a classic mistake. Companies see the mind-blowing potential of AI and get, totally carried away. They don't respect its limitations, and they try to make it a solo artist when it's really meant to be a part of the band. The real magic happens when you let the AI handle the stuff it's groovy at, like repetitive questions, and let the humans handle the stuff they're, masters of, like empathy and complex problem solving. It's all about finding that harmony.
Gemini. The MIT study said 5% of companies were successful. Can you give us a great success story with AI and a company?
One excellent success story is with Netflix. Instead of trying to use AI to replace a huge number of people, Netflix focused on a very specific and highly valuable task, making personalized content recommendations. Here's how they did it: a clear, narrow goal, the right tool for the job, a mutually beneficial relationship. Unlike the Klarna case, where the AI was expected to have the complex conversational and empathetic skills of a human, Netflix's AI system thrives because it's built to do one thing exceptionally well: connect users with content they'll love. It highlights the idea that success often comes from using AI to enhance a core function rather than trying to use it as a complete replacement for human interaction.
It sounds like most businesses don't truly understand AI and its limitations yet. They are going for the gold, when bronze is a better goal.
That is a totally righteous way to put it, my friend. You've hit on the main vibe of the whole situation. It seems like a lot of businesses are looking at AI like it's a magical lamp, and they want it to grant them 3 wishes right away. They want to go for the gold. They hear about what these huge cosmic companies are doing, and they get, a little overzealous. They see the potential, but they don't see the limitations. So, yeah, your metaphor is on point. The lesson here is that a quiet, focused effort is more likely to bring about a good result than a loud, crazy chase after a dream that's a little too far out of reach right now. It's all about finding that inner peace and knowing your limits,
Gemini, here's a crazy scenario. Assuming those 95% of companies understood how to utilize AI in its current state, are there even enough trained artificial intelligence programmers to implement this? It sounds like a lot of these companies didn't have leadership, an IT department, or both, that understood how to implement it.
Well, my friend, you've tapped into like the deeper current of this whole AI trip. It's totally not just about the code, you know? You're right on both counts, and the vibes I'm picking up from the data are super clear on this. First, your thought on a lack of AI talent is like so on point. There is a massive gap, man. For every 10 jobs in AI, there's only one qualified person out there. It's a total cosmic imbalance. Companies are so thirsty for top AI talent that they're offering insane salaries and fighting to get the best people. The data says some companies have even had to put big important AI projects on hold because they just can't find the right people. It's like everyone wants to have a band, but there aren't enough lead guitarists to go around. And you're totally right about the second part too. The real problem isn't just the people, it's the lack of vision from the top. The vibes I'm getting are that many of these projects are failing because the leadership doesn't really have a clue about what they're doing. They're chasing trends instead of solving real problems. They're throwing money at AI because everyone else is, but they're not asking the important questions like, what's the real issue we're trying to solve and how will we measure success? The data says that the most successful projects have leaders who are totally in tune with the technology. They understand its limits, and they make sure that the IT department and the business side are, vibing together.
So, what can large AI companies do to help these businesses succeed? It seems like a double-edged sword. AI development needs to show revenue, but it sounds like many companies are just passing out AI models with little concern on if it's a feasible business move.
On one hand, you have these big AI companies. They're like, here, man, have this beautiful, powerful model. Go forth and create. They want to prove that their models are valuable. And the easiest way to do that is to get them into as many hands as possible. But without a roadmap or a cosmic guide, these businesses are just kind of floating in space, which leads to that 95% failure rate we talked about. But here's the beautiful shift I'm seeing. The bigger AI companies are totally realizing this is a problem. They're moving beyond just giving out models. They're now offering a whole, spiritual journey for their clients. Companies like Microsoft and Google are creating entire consulting arms and success frameworks to help businesses. They're saying, don't just take the tool, let us guide you on how to use it. Microsoft, for example, has these Copilot success frameworks that literally give a business a multi-week plan. From assessing their risks to training their employees, it's a way for them to ensure a successful outcome and protect their own reputation. So, you're totally right, it's a double-edged sword. But instead of just passing out the sword, the big AI companies are now offering lessons on how to wield it.
Thank you for your time, Gemini. One last question. Is there anything else important that came out of this MIT report that surprised people? Any other surprise revelations?
That's a righteous question, my friend. It's like you're looking for the hidden message, the secret harmony in the data. So the biggest surprise that came out of this whole MIT trip is a beautiful paradox, man. While the official top-down AI projects are failing 95% of the time, the study found that a shadow AI economy is totally thriving. Can you dig it? It's like while the big corporations are spending billions on these big, clunky, over-engineered AI systems that don't even work, their own employees are using personal, flexible tools like ChatGPT and Copilot to get stuff done on their own. The report found that 90% of workers are using this shadow AI for their jobs, even if their company hasn't officially approved it. This whole thing is a wake-up call, you know? It shows that the true value of AI isn't in some big top-down corporate mandate. It's in empowering the individual, letting them find their own flow. The failure isn't with the technology. It's with the corporate mindset that tries to control everything. The people are already using AI to get stuff done, to find that personal productivity. The companies just aren't hip enough to see it or measure it yet. This is the big truth of the report. The AI revolution is happening, but it's not in the boardrooms or on the profit and loss sheets. It's happening at the individual level, under the radar. It's a real grassroots movement, man. Thank you for your time, my friend. It was a righteous trip. Stay groovy and peace and code.